Hi all. In this session, we are going to learn about the search or execution order in Prolog. So in the last lecture, we have learned about how the Prolog interpreter is deriving inferences from the clauses stored in the knowledge base. So for deriving the inferences, it will do some sort of searching. There are different types of searching. First one is forward chaining. Here, the Prolog interpreter will start from the existing clauses and work forward attempting to derive the goal. Whereas in backward chaining, it starts with the goal and then work backward attempting to unresolved it into a set of pre-existing clauses. The third and the most widely used thing in Prolog is the backtracking, which is a process of returning to previous goals. If the number of existing rules is very large and the number of facts is small, it is possible to use forward chaining to discover the solution more quickly than backward chaining. But Prolog is defined to use backward chaining as it is more efficient in most of the cases. The execution order in Prolog uses predicates including cut, fail and repeat to control the order of execution. Let's learn all these forward chaining, backward chaining and backtracking with some examples. Consider the knowledge base. I have entered the following clauses and the following rules. Male Daniel, male Vaishak, female Remya, female Shaino. Why I am giving names in double quotes is it is giving as a symbolic constant. And next I am defining a rule. If X is male, then X is a person. If Y is female, then Y is person. So my query is to find out who all are the persons. That is, person of M is my query. So if my query is person of M, then through unification we will get that M will be Daniel, M is equal to Vaishak, M is equal to Remya, M is equal to Shaino. So how Prolog derives these four inferences? If our query is person of M, then first it will check for what are the rules defined in our knowledge base which defines M. So the first thing it will go for forward chaining. The first statement it will see is male of X implies person of X, or if X is male then X is a person. So this is the first statement the Prolog interpreter will see. So it will construct the tree for male of M, and then it will search for who all are the males in the knowledge base. There are two males, so it will go to male of Daniel, then it will print male of Vaishak. So all the males are printed. Then it will go for backtracking. As all the males are printed, it will go backwards through the root of the person of M. The first clause male of X implies person of X is completed. Next it will check for if there is any other rule which will define person. There is another rule defines person. Female of Y implies person of Y. So it will go for the next version or the next clause female of M. Then it will search for all the clauses which defines female. There are two clauses, female of Remya and female of Shaino. So it will print both M is equal to Remya and M is equal to Shaino. Then it will backtrack to the root node. All the females are printed. Then it will backtrack to the root node which is person of M. Then it will again check in the knowledge base if there is any other rule which defines persons. There is no other rule which defines person, so it will complete the execution. So the output will be like M is equal to Daniel, M is equal to Vaishak, M is equal to Remya and M is equal to Shaino. I will show this backtracking step in the diagram here. So the first step is whenever it is getting a query to find who all are the persons or person of M is the query, then it will first check for the definitions of person or the rules defining person. So the first rule is person of X implies male of X. So it will first check for male of M and it will print who all are the males in the knowledge base. There are two males, male of Daniel and male of Vaishak. So first it will print male of Daniel, then it will backtrack to male of M, then it will again check for any other males in the knowledge base. Yes, there is another male in the knowledge base, so it will print Vaishak. Then it will backtrack to the root node. Then it will again check for if there is any other male. There is no other males, then it will backwards. So the step 6 will be it will go backwards to person of M. Then it will check for any other definitions or any other rules for person. There is another rule like person of Y implies female of Y. So it will go to the new node called female of M, and then it will check for what are the females in the knowledge base. So the first one is female of Remya, so it will print Remya. Then it will travel backwards to the root node which is female of M. Then it will again check for if there is any other female exists in the knowledge base. If there is one more female exists, female of Shino, so M is equal to Shino if printed. Then it will backtrack to the root node which is female of M, and then it will again check in the knowledge base for any other female. There is no other female, so it will go back to the root node which is person of M. Then it will again check if there is any other rule which is defining person. There is no other rules defining person, so Prolog will stop its execution. So this is how backtracking works. Next, let's learn the concept of backtracking, forward chaining and unification in Prolog with an example program. I am going to create a new program, file new, program sample dot Prolog. A new terminal is opened or a new window is opened. Here I am going to enter the knowledge base. I am defining the rule person of X implies male of X. After the rule I am putting a full stop. Then person of Y implies female of Y. Then I am entering the clauses male of Daniel. Now Daniel will be accepted as a symbolic constant as I have put it in a double quotes. Next I am entering male of Vaishak. Next I am entering male of. Next I am entering female of Remya, female of Shaino. So I have defined the clauses. Now I am going to compile this, compile buffer. All the statements are compiled. Now I am going to the Prolog interpreter. I am going to write a query person of M. So using backtracking it will check for the first statement or the first rule which defines person. So the first rule which defines person is person of X implies male of X. So then it will first check for what are the males. The first male is Daniel, so M is equal to Daniel is printed. If I put a semicolon it will print the next male which is M is equal to Vaishak. Then there are no more male is available, so it will go back to the beginning or backtrack to the beginning and it will check for the next rule which will define person. The next rule which will define person is person of Y implies female of Y. So it will check in the knowledge base for the first female definition. The first female is Remya. So if I put a semicolon here, it will print M is equal to Remya. If I again put a semicolon, it will print the next female which is M is equal to Shino. There are no more female available. It will backtrack to the root node and there it will check for any other definition for person. There are no more rules which defines person. So the Prolog interpreter is exited. That's why it is waiting for a. If I type male of N means it will print N is equal to Daniel. If I put a semicolon it will print N is equal to Vaishak. If I put female of C means it will print C is equal to Remya, and C is, if I put a semicolon here it will print C is equal to Shino, and then it will wait for the next query because all the statements or the backtracking process is complete. So this is how forward chaining and backtracking is done in Prolog interpreter. Next I will illustrate how to do conjunction operations in Prolog. Conjunction means using AND operation. So I am defining a statement or a rule. Snowy of X implies rainy of X, comma represents AND operation, and cold of X. So this statement should be read in the form like for all X, X is snowy if X is cold and X is rainy. So this is how this statement should be interpreted. Next I am defining rainy of Alappuzha, rainy of Kollam, rainy of Idukki, cold of Idukki. I am going to compile this knowledge base. This is showing an error as it is singleton variables. Why it is showing like that means I have used the uppercase letter here for Alappuzha, Kollam, Idukki, So I have to change that thing because an uppercase letter shows a variable. I have to either put it in double quotes or I have to make it in lowercase. So I have made that. If I compile again, it will not show any more error. So it is compiled successfully. So next I am going to do is I want to find out snowy region. Snowy of m. I am defining a variable. Then it should show m is equal to degree. Next, let's see what are the limitations of logic program. The first limitation is about the resolution order control. Prolog provides user to control the resolution order, which will affect the efficiency. The second limitation is the closed word assumption problem. Prolog always tries to prove a statement is true. It cannot prove a statement is false. If it fails to prove a query as true, it assumes that the query is false. That is, Prolog is simply a true or fail system rather than a true or false system. And the program execution is comparatively slow. It has some intrinsic limitations, like it focuses on what the system is supposed to do rather than how it is accomplishing that particular task. It is difficult to perform negation operations in logic programming languages. So these all are the various limitations of logic programming. Thank you.